I'm not going to do it tonight, though. But we're not going to. Shabbat Shalom, everybody. I was going to call it Independence Day Shabbat when I set up the live stream, but if I didn't tell anybody else that it was Independence Day Shabbat, and it's just you, it's still a little bit like Independence Day Shabbat. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what happened, because the Helene and Bethany and Barbara Joseph and I were at the Institute for Southern Jewish Life conference, education conference, from Sunday through Tuesday in Jackson, Mississippi. And it is, did any of you ever do like youth group retreats, ever? So if you ever did a youth group retreat, or your kids did one while you're there, or whatever, you never sleep. You go for days and days, from morning until evening, you don't sleep, and they've got programs every single second. Jenna is here to help me today. Jenna, so because I wanted to show you something. Thank you, yeah, you get that. She fell down. So, because I always go and buy stuff, and so this year I bought some books that if you come to my Kiddush Shabbat tomorrow morning, you'll see some new books that I got. But Jenna has some things that I bought. Would you show them the things that I showed you? Jenna, show them. Show them. Pick them up, let everybody see them. Let everybody see. Can everybody see? Come on out a second. Come into the aisle. Look at that. Those are cute little huggable Torahs. Can you believe that? Those are adorable. Thank you, Jenna. So next week, I'm not going to be here because I'm going to be marrying a little girl named Jenna. It is true. She's older than this, but yes, her name is Jenna. I also bought a few sets of these things. These are Pirkei Avot card matching game card sets, and I don't know how to open these things, here's one. So it's matching sets. You have to find, there's a Hebrew one with a picture on it, and there's an English one with a picture on it, and you have to match them. And you may not ever be able to read the Hebrew. I don't care, because it's still fun. So for example, it says, this is from Pirkei Avot, the sayings of the fathers. This one says, morning sleep, midday wine, children's talk, and attendance at the meeting places of the ignorant, all will take a person out of this world. Think about that for a minute. It probably rhymes in the Hebrew, I'm just saying. So this is a set of 54 cards, 27 in Hebrew and the 27 matching in English. I bought a few sets of those from a lady called the Magnet Mogul. And I bought a bunch of magnet sets from her too, things like holiday sets and more of those kinds of sayings of the fathers, because I thought those were pretty cool. And this is one of the cool things. I'm always looking for toys that I call distraction toys, so that the kids can sit at the service with us and they can participate when it's their time. But when it's not their time, if they can't sit and participate, then at least they're distracted. So there's a lady there I've known for a number of years now who sells the toy parts and the book parts. And her booth is called And Thou Shalt Read. And she's been looking with me, but I haven't loved everything that she would do because it would be a little too noisy or too many pieces. Well, I couldn't resist this one. It's called Magnetic Shul. And you open it up, and there's a picture of like the synagogue, of our synagogue, I'm going to pretend. And then I haven't cut the pieces out yet. There are sheets of magnets, because when they're magnets, they don't fall out and they're not noisy. So there's all kinds of things. People, you have to cut them. Well, they're pre-cut. You just have to get them out. And then there's a guy with a tallis that you would think is the rabbi, except I said there's no female rabbi. But stuck in the box is a female rabbi. And there was a guitar. So my female rabbi was already playing guitar. And there are people of different colors and wheelchairs and Torah parts and holiday parts. So that's another thing that I got. And that's what happens when you send me away. I do things. And there's actually another book. There are a few books that I bought, and I will share them with you at some point. And I came back with lots of wonderful ideas. I'm about to start a teaching thing about God. The keynote speaker was this young woman who was teaching about God, about how your concept of God changes throughout the life, bless you. But I found this book, and I bought this one. I thought it was mostly for me, because you know me, and you know that I'm not great with history. So this one has a whole history timeline on the bottom, and it's got really big words, and it's got nice pictures, and it's called Tfilat Haderech, which is the traveler's prayer. So I was going to share it with you later today, because I thought it was really beautiful. But there's a lot that we learned, and the four of us each go to different sessions, and then we get together periodically throughout the day, and we share notes, and we are very enthusiastic now, so we come back. You know what I always say, rejuvenated. You know, when you recharge, anyway, you get it. All right, so having said that, there's a song that I used to sing all of the time, and one of the rabbis started his session to show how he does Shabbat by using this song. He said you only has one word. You have to know the word Haida. But I think there's more than Haida. You have to say Haida-di-da-da, and that's more than one word. So the song goes like this. Haida, Haida, Haida-di-da-da, Haida, Haida, Haida. That happens again, twice. Ready? Haida, Haida, Haida-di-da-da, Haida, 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 Haida-di-da-da, Haida, Haida, Haida. And like any good Jewish song, it also has the high part. Haida, Haida-di-da-da, Haida, 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 Haida-di-da-da, Haida, Haida, Haida. That's the whole song. You have to do it, or I won't go on with the rest of the service. That's the rule. Haida, Haida, Haida-di-da-da, Haida, 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 Haida-di-da-da, Haida, 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 Haida-di-da-da, Haida, 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 Haida-di-da-da, Haida, Haida, Haida. That may come up again at some time. If I don't sing it with you, you'll probably remember it later. It doesn't mean anything. What does it mean? It means, may you have a wonderful, peaceful Shabbat, and no, it doesn't. It is what is called a nigun, which means melody. That's all the word nigun means. It means melody. It's not supposed to have words. You're supposed to sing it enough times so that it puts you in the mood for something. I didn't do that. I didn't sing it a lot of times because Sidney was already looking at his watch, afraid that I'm not going to finish in time. I promise you could hide the whole service and you'll still finish in time. And you'll feel good about it. But this one rabbi said that I always use it as a peppy song and we would get faster and faster, and you'd use it as a two-part thing and the kids would do it in two parts when I was doing it. And I had forgotten to use it. I haven't used it in many years. But this one rabbi said he used it as a lullaby. So you can imagine singing it very quietly. Haida, 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 and putting your kid to sleep with it. You can use that later by yourself. At this point, I'm not yet ready to put you to sleep. That's coming soon. So the first thing we do is take a deep breath. And let it out slowly. Try again. Breathe in and think about the fact that you are sucking in some Shabbat soul. And let it out slowly. And think about the fact that you are letting go of all of the tensions of the rest of the week. You are welcome to continue breathing. Please don't stop on my account. And for Sidney's sake, we are going to do service 3, because otherwise he was going to freak out there. Don't worry, Sidney, I got it. Which is page 83. Page 83. And as you know, in the summer, the tradition is that I give you all the honor of blessing the wine and the candles. So we turn to page 82, and as we would in our house, we stand if it's comfortable for you to stand. Stay seated if you need to stay seated. And we all read together. These lights are only flickering flames. Yet flames illumine our uncertain steps. Flames remind us of Sabbaths long past and of their beauty that delighted our hearts. May they inspire us to work for the great Sabbath of peace. I'm going to sing this. You can say this in English if you want, but I'm going to sing it in Hebrew. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. And we open our eyes and we see the Shabbos candles and we bless each other. Bless each other. Turn to somebody else and tell them what you want for them. Bless each other. Kisses and hugs and bless each other. Henry, a good Shabbos. Tim, I wish you a good Shabbos. Peaceful, happy day, peaceful day. Peaceful day. And we stay standing for the Kiddush. We turn to page 166 and 167. And on 167 we say, Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam borei peri hagafen. And on 166 we read together, we praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe, creator of the fruit of the vine. We praise you, eternal God, sovereign of the universe. You call us to holiness with the mitzvah of Shabbat, the sign of your love, a reminder of your creative work and of our liberation from Egyptian bondage, our day of days. On Shabbat especially, we hearken to your call to serve you as a holy people. We praise you, O God, for the holiness of Shabbat. Mikadesh ha-Shabbat l'chaim. Now you get to say Shabbat Shalom to everybody before you sit down. Not the same thing as blessing each other. I hope you didn't confuse the two. We continue as we welcome the angels that accompany us in Shabbat. Page 84. We continue with the angels on page 84. I want you to look for the angels because they're around here somewhere. Shh. They're sitting next to you. We found them. Thank you. Check Sydney's row. He knows where the angels are. I think they're in front of him too. That's good. Shalom Aleichem Malachei Hasharet Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Y'all come. Borachem l'shalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Bless me. Baruchuni l'shalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. And you all leave in peace. Tzedchem l'shalom Malachei Hashalom Malachei Elyon Mi Melech Malachei Hamlachim HaKadosh Baruch Hu. The synagogue is the sanctuary of Israel. Born of our longing for the living God, it has been to Israel throughout our wanderings a visible token of the presence of God in our people's midst. Its beauty is the beauty of holiness. Steadfast it has stood as the champion of, would you say these words together with me, please? Justice, mercy, and peace. We continue together. Its truths are true for all people. Its love is a love for all people. Its God is the God of all people. As it has been said, My house shall be called a house of prayer for all peoples. Let all the family of Israel, all who hunger for righteousness, all who seek the eternal, find God here, and here find life. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shmei Rabbah, v'alma divra chiruteh, v'amlich malchuteh, b'chayechon uvyomechon, uv'chayedechol Beit Yisrael. Bagala, bagala, uvizman kariv, v'miru, amen. Yeheshmer Rabba mevarach, le'alam ul'al me'almaya, yitbarach, yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitpahar, v'yitramam, v'yinaseh, v'yitadar, v'yit'aleh, v'yit'halal, shemeh dekudisha, brichu, leila min kol berchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma, v'yimiru, amen. Barechu et Adonai, hamevorach, Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Le'olam Va'ed. Oh God, how can we know you? Where can we find you? You are as close to us as breathing, yet you are farther than the farthermost star. You are as mysterious as the vast solitudes of night, yet as familiar to us as the light of the sun. To Moses you said, "You cannot see my face, but I will make all my goodness pass before you." Even so does your goodness pass before us in the realm of nature and in the joys and sorrows of life. When justice burns within us like a flaming fire, when love evokes willing sacrifice from us, when to the last full measure of selfless devotion, we demonstrate our belief in the ultimate triumph of truth and righteousness, then your goodness enters our lives, and we can begin to change the world. And then you live within our hearts, and we, through righteousness, behold your presence. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Baruch Shem Kivod Malachuto Le'olam Va'ed. One day I'll get to ask Jenna to come up and help me with this one, but not yet. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavecha u'v'chol nafshecha u'v'chol ma'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha v'shinantam levanecha v'dibarta bam b'shivtecha b'vetecha u'v'lechtecha v'aderech u'v'shochbecha u'v'kumecha u'kshartam le'ot al yadecha v'hayu letotafot bein einecha u'chetavtam al mezuzot betecha u'v'ish'arecha למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים להיות לכם לאלוהים אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Do you want to do that one in English? Raise your hands. Want to do it in English? Don't want to do it in English. I have one vote, only one vote, and she wins. You shall love your eternal God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your being. Set these words, which I command you this day, upon your heart. Teach them faithfully to your children. Speak of them in your home and on your way. when you lie down and when you rise up. Bind them as a sign upon your hand. Let them be symbols before your eyes. Inscribe them on the doorposts of your house and on your gates. Be mindful of all my mitzvot and do them. So shall you consecrate yourselves to your God. I am your eternal God, who led you out of Egypt to be your God. I am your eternal God. Let's do this where we have the women doing the first part and the men doing the responses, and I will help both of you. I have the microphone, sorry. Ladies, I, the Eternal One, have called you to righteousness and taken you by the hand and kept you. I have made you a covenant people, a light to the nations. Guys, we are Israel, witness to the covenant between God and God's children. This is the covenant I make with Israel. I will place my Torah in your midst and write it upon your hearts. I will be your God, and you shall be my people. We are Israel. Our Torah forbids the worship of race or nation, possessions or power. You who worship gods that cannot save you, hear the words of the Eternal One. I am God, there is none else. We are Israel. Our prophets proclaimed an exalted vision for the world. Hate evil and love what is good. Let justice well up as waters and righteousness as a mighty stream. We are Israel, schooled in the suffering of the oppressed. You shall not oppress your neighbors nor rob them. You shall not stand idle while your neighbor bleeds. We are Israel, taught to beat swords into plowshares, commanded to pursue peace. Violence shall no longer be heard in your land, desolation and destruction within your borders. All your children will be taught of your God, and great shall be the peace of your children. We are Israel, O God, when we are witnesses to your love and messengers to your truth. You are my witnesses, says the Eternal One, and my servant who I have chosen. Know me, therefore, and put your trust in me. We are Israel, O God, when we proclaim you, God our Redeemer, as did our ancestors at the shores of the Red Sea. Mi chamocha va'elim Adonai, mi kamocha nehedar b'kodesh. Nora tehilot osefela, nora tehilot osefela, malechutecha rahu vanecha, bokeh hayam lifnei Moshe, zehirianu vehameru, Adonai imloch, Adonai imloch, leolam avad. V'ne'emar, and it has been said, the Eternal One delivered Jacob and redeemed us from the hand of one stronger than ourselves. Baruch atah Adonai, Ga'al Yisrael. We praise you, O God, Redeemer of Israel. May we lie down this night in peace and rise up to life renewed. O God, spread over us your shelter of peace, of quiet and calm, and bless us with rest. And let a time come when morning will bring no word of war or famine or anguish, a time of happiness, of contentment and rest. Baruch atah Adonai, haporei sukat shalom, aleinu v'al kol amo Yisrael v'al Yerushalayim. We give thanks for the night and its rest, and the promise of peace for all the world. Vishameru v'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית העולם. ביני ובין בני ישראל, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית העולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. וביום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Please rise for the tefillah, which begins on page 93. Page 93. Adonai sifata tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Eternal God, open my lips that my mouth may declare your glory. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu ve'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, ve'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Leah, ve'Elohei Rachel, Ha'el Hagadol, Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Hasadim Tovim, ve'Koneh HaKol, ve'Zocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, u'mevii geula livnei v'neihem, למען שמו באהבה, מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם ועזרת שרה. God of all generations, of Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, of Sarah, Rebekah, Leah, and Rachel, be praised. Your wondrous creative power fills heaven and earth. God of life and death, be praised. Through us, send help to the falling, healing to the sick, freedom to the captive. Confirm your faithfulness to those who sleep in the dust. Awesome and holy God, be praised. With acts of love and truth, we hallow your name. As it is said, be holy, for I, your eternal God, am holy. God of times and seasons, be praised. Enable us, through Sabbath rest, to explore and learn and impart the meanings of your Torah. Make our hearts ready to serve you this day and all days. You may be seated. God who answers prayer, be praised. May we, your people Israel, be worthy in our deeds and our prayer. Wherever we live, wherever we seek you, in this land, in Zion restored, in all lands, you are our God. Source of life and its wonders, be praised. You are the miracle within all we behold. You are goodness. You are compassion. We give thanks to you forever. Please continue reading the English with me as we pray for peace. God of peace, of justice, and of love, be praised. Inspire us to banish forever hatred, war, and bloodshed. Help us to establish forever one human family united in peace. God of peace, bless us with peace. We take a moment in silent prayer. Tsuri Vigoali Vigoali. No capo next time. An octave. It's a really pretty song. I'm sorry I just messed it up. We can say together, may the words of my mouth and the meditations of my heart be acceptable to you, O God, my rock and my redeemer. It was really fun. At this time in our service, our hearts and our prayers turn to those who are ill or recuperating as we turn to the inside back cover of our prayer book. Other names that you would like to include in our list, I invite you to call them out. Hey, Jenna, I have something for you. Would you come get this, please? Jenna, I need you to do this for me, please. Come here. Come here. You come do this for me. Come here. I need you to do this. For all these names, for the names we choose to hold in our hearts, would you do that for me? Here, you do this. Take that guitar and see if you could make her play guitar for a second. And here, put this on there. I'm going to give you some. Her, turn around. I'm going to hand them to you. Okay, you put them on there. We pray together. Oh God, in our hearts we name those who are facing illness and prayer. We join our prayers with the prayers of all who love them. Give them renewed comfort and courage. Strengthen in them the healing powers you have placed within us all. Guide the hands and hearts of those who are entrusted with their care. May the knowledge of your love and ours give added hope to them and to their dear ones. May they find even greater strength because our hearts are to theirs. Baruch atah Adonai, Rofeh HaCholim. We praise you, O God, the source of healing and health. And we have come to add Misheberach avotenu ve'imotenu. May the one who blessed and protected our ancestors guard all those whom we have entrusted with the responsibility of defending our freedom and protecting us in this country, in the land of Israel, everywhere they've been called to serve. We are especially aware of those who protect us as we celebrate this Independence Day. May they return home safely, and let us say, Amen. Now, all right, so I have something. You didn't like that one there? Okay, put that one someplace else. Okay, let's see what you can do. I'm going to keep handing you things, okay? And you decide where they go. But you got to turn around every once in a while, look at me. Thank you for being quiet. I'm going to tell everybody a story now, okay? This is a grown-up story. It's going to be a little boring for kids. Independence Day. So this is a Torah, like the one you were carrying. The Torah portion this week has some sad things happening. Aaron dies. Miriam dies. In addition, we get the infamous story of when the children of Israel were thirsty and were complaining again, and God told Moses, well, if they're thirsty, I will give them something to drink. Just go and there's a rock I will show you. Talk to the rock, and I'll tell you, I will make water come out of it. And so Moses went over to the rock, and he looked at his people, and he said, hey, you're just a bunch of complaining rebels. Thank you. Say it again. Say, hey. Ready? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Say, hey. Say it loud. Hey, you're just a bunch of complaining rebels. And you think that I can make water come out of a rock? And he smashed the rock 2 times. God said, talk to the rock. God didn't say smash it. God didn't say yell at the people. And so did water come out of the rock? Yeah, it did, because the people were thirsty. The people were thirsty. So God made, you need more? Or is that good? More? Okay, I'm going as fast as I can here. Let's see. So the water came out of the rock anyway. But because of that, Moses was not allowed in the promised land. At least that's the excuse that God gives to Moses when Moses is standing at the land. But we know that obviously Aaron doesn't get to go. He was an important leader. And he dies before he gets to the promised land. And Miriam doesn't get to go. She was our important leader, and she doesn't get to go. Often the people who are the ones who lead us don't get to make it, to see their dreams fulfilled. I am about to tell you a story, read to you from a letter of someone who did get to see the dream fulfilled. But you know, there are stories about how Moses gave us the books of Moses. Moses gave us the stories of the commandments and the wanderings, but Moses never made it into the promised land. And that Moses, when Moses was worried that if he died, that the children of Israel will never understand all of those rules. And God, according to this story, took Moses on this trip that reminds us a little bit about the Christmas story with the ghosts of Christmas past and present. He takes Moses on this trip where he sends him far into the future. And in this future trip, Moses and God are looking at this study hall, this place where people worship and they study. And they were talking about things that Moses had no idea what they were talking about. Like, are you allowed to turn electricity on Shabbat? And Moses said, what are they talking about? This isn't Torah. I never taught them this. And God said, the lessons that you taught are lessons that we will be learning from forever and ever. And it's not just the things that you understand from it, but it's what we get to understand too. And so, hey, now that's a book. Where does a book go? Put the book where it goes. Put it where. So I want to read this letter to you. You may have heard this before, and if I ever read it to you, I don't recall, and I apologize. This was a letter written by George Washington in the year 1790. It's a response to Moses Sechas, who was the warden of the Toros Synagogue in Newport, Rhode Island. In it, Washington addresses the tolerance and freedom of religion in the newly established nation. I gave a lecture this week about how tolerance is a terrible word for what we are talking about here. It's not that we're supposed to just tolerate people. Intolerance maybe is something we're fighting against, but I don't want to just tolerate people. I want to sincerely care about people. But anyway, this is the letter that he wrote. I do have some more. Ready? Take this one. He said, whoops, you look, they're magnetic. They didn't go anywhere. That's pretty cool. So, gentlemen, while I receive with much satisfaction your address, replete with expressions of affection and esteem, I rejoice in the opportunity of assuring you that I shall always retain a grateful remembrance of the cordial welcome I experienced in my visit to Newport from all classes of citizens. The reflection on the days of difficulty and danger which are past, remember what year this is? 1790. So this is a few years after we became an independent country. He said, the reflection of the days of difficulty and danger which are past is rendered the more sweet from a consciousness that they are succeeded by days of uncommon prosperity and security. If we have wisdom to make the best use of the advantages which we are now favored, we cannot fail, under the just administration of a good government, to become a great and happy people. She's got gray hair just like you. The citizens of the United States of America have a right to applaud themselves for having given to mankind examples of an enlarged and liberal policy, a policy worthy of imitation. All possess a like liberty of conscience and immunities of citizenship. It is now no more than toleration is spoken of, as if it was by the indulgence of one class of people that another enjoyed the exercise of their inherent natural rights. For happily, the government of the United States, which gives to bigotry no sanction, to persecution no assistance, requires only that they who live under its protection should demean themselves as good citizens, in giving it on all occasions their effectual support. It would be inconsistent with the frankness of my character not to avow that I am pleased with your favorable opinion of my administration and fervent wishes for my felicity. May the children of the stock of Abraham who dwell in this land continue to merit and enjoy the goodwill of other inhabitants, while everyone shall sit in safety under his own vine and fig tree, and there shall be none to make him afraid. May the Father of all mercies scatter light and not darkness in our paths, and make us all in our several vocations useful here, and in his own due time and way everlastingly happy. And he signed it, G. Washington. I have the copy in case you didn't catch it in its full glory, if you'd like to see that. But I appreciated that. That's how I like to feel about our country, that kind of hope. And so, if you will indulge me, I'm going to take just a moment to let you know what's going on, not just in our country, not at all in our country, just right here. I have a Kiddush Shabbat for kids tomorrow from 9 to 9:30, where they get to, whatever happens, they get to run around and we get to laps if we want. Usually what happens is we move from one part of the sanctuary to another. I never try to keep them sitting in one place for too long. That's from 9 to 9:30 tomorrow. Of course, we have Torah study at 9:45. My favorite part of the week, you should come. You need to know that the decision was made today that the office will only be open Wednesday and Thursday this week. We are closed on Monday, we are closed on Tuesday, and we'll be closed on Friday. But we will be open on Wednesday and Thursday this week. Next Friday, the first Friday of the month, is Simcha Shabbat. So we'll be blessing and honoring everyone with birthdays and anniversaries in July. Helene is covering services. She'll be leading services and Torah study next week and the following week, the 7th and the 14th. I will be officiating at a wedding. And I wanted to let you know that we've decided not to do the Together Tuesday, the first Tuesday this month, because it's the 4th of July. And we've been meeting downtown And downtown, they're doing other things. So we didn't want to interfere with that, and people have other things they want to be doing. The Federation annual meeting and dinner will not be Wednesday, July 12th. It will be in August, we hope. Please watch for further details. And if you have not yet filled out the form for what you will do for our conclave, ask not what Nifty will do for you. No, I'm just kidding. It's another president. I was quoting another president. I was trying. We need your help. You don't have to house kids. I know that sounds intimidating. There are only about 60 kids that are coming from out of town, 60 teens. So we do need some extra people to help us with housing. But sometimes we need drivers. Sometimes we need donors. Sometimes we need cooking people. So if you can help us in any of those ways, even one of those ways, you are very aware. We invite you to please do that. I thank you all for helping to bless the candles and the wine for Kiddush and Shabbat. What did I do?
You have more.
I do. I'll give you another one in a second. Here's a Kiddush cup. We were talking about Kiddush. Here's a Kiddush cup. Look. Right here. Kiddush cup. Kiddush cup. And so there's a form in your bulletin. There's a form online. They'd rather have you do the one online if you can. It keeps us from entering the information more than once. Happy Independence Day. I hope that you are going to have a safe and wonderful Independence Day. Donations were made to B'nai Zion in loving memory of H. Leo Gringus and Rose Murov by Donna and Randy Gringus, and in loving memory of Harry Lipson by Susie and Artis Robison, also known as, what do you call them again? What do you call them?
Yes, do you have more?
I have more. No, what do you call your grandma and grandpa?
Shui and Papa B.
Yeshui and Papa B. That's what I need to know. Thank you to them. And now I need you to come. Did you have your Torahs? I need your Torah. Would you bring your Torahs? Go get your Torahs, because we all are turning to page 1. Yeah, get the Torahs. The ones that I gave you to hold on to. You have to put them in the ark. Go get them. Please go get them. Papa B's got one. Everyone's please turning to page 148. Ready? Come help me. Come on up. Come on, you help me. I'll take one and you take one. Come on. We're going to come up. You want to hold my hand? Going up. Thank you, thank you. All right, we're going to open these doors. You see these brown, the handles? We open the door. Those are really big Torahs. Let's see if we can find smaller Torahs. Do you remember where they are? There's a door. Smaller Torahs, but no Torah is as small as the ones we have here, but it looks just like this one. Look. You want to hold a big one and a little one?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Ready? Aleinu l'shabeach la'adon ha'kol, la'tet gedula liotzer breshit, shelo asanu k'goy ha'aratzot, velo hosamanu k'mishpachot ha'adama, shelo samchakenu kahem, v'gohor aleinu k'chol hamonam, va'anachnu koreim, umishtachavim umodim, Lifnei melech malachei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu. And on the facing page we say, V'nemar v'haya Adonai l'melech al kol haaretz bayom hahu yeh Adonai echad u'shimo Ushimu echad. Would you put the Torah with the other ones, please? Thank you. Jenna, you're such a good helper. All right, we have to close the doors now. Everybody's waiting. Look, they can't sit down until we close the doors. So help me close these doors. Wait. Close those doors. Close the doors. I have to close this one. Gently. Gently. Good job. Watch your fingers. Stick your hand out. Nice job. Now, give me 5. I need 5. Thank you. And now you may be seated. Okay, but I need your help. Please be seated. I have to whisper to you. Come here. We turn to page 151. I will not be reporting a number of deaths for you for the military or those who died in the line of duty, because I believe that on occasions like... Wait, shh, that's not quiet, is it? Very, very on occasions like Independence Day, when we're celebrating how so many people died in order for us to be free, we remember everyone. So at this point, we remember everyone. And we read on page 151, our thoughts turn to those who have departed this earth, our own loved ones, those whom our friends and neighbors have lost, the martyrs of our people, and those of every race and nation whose lives have been a blessing to humanity. As we remember them, let us meditate on the meaning of love and loss, of life and death. And we read at the top of 152, when cherished ties are broken and the chain of love is shattered, only trust and the strength of faith can lighten the heaviness of the heart. At times, the pain of separation seems more than we can bear, but love and understanding can help us pass through the darkness toward the light. Out of affliction, the psalmist learned the law of God. And in truth, grief is a great teacher when it sends us back to serve and bless the living. We learn how to counsel and comfort those who, like ourselves, are bowed with sorrow. We learn when to keep silence in their presence and when a word will assure them of our love and concern. Thus, even when they're gone, the departed are with us, moving us to live as in their higher moments they themselves wished to live. We remember them now. They live in our hearts. They are an abiding blessing. However brief may be our time on earth, O God, you endow our fleeting days with abiding worth. We now recall the loved ones whom death has recently taken from us. We remember Eli Murov, who was buried this morning, Vivian's grandson. We remember Kurt Strauss and Shirley Seligman, who are parents of congregations, the parents who died within the past year. And as we remember those who died at this season in years past, we take them into our hearts with our own. Those for whom we're observing yortzites this week include Dora Bluestein, Mrs. Marks Bluestein, Ruben Burakoff, Beulah Marie Notestein, I almost got it, sorry. I'm very sorry. Notestein Courtney, Orville Dupree, Harold Feigelson, Gertrude Feiner, Matthew Gold, H. Leo Gringus, Sam Handel, Ben Levy Sr., Harry Lipson, Wayne McElvey, Rose Murov, Mitchell Neustadt, Max William Roth, Sam Rubin, Ophi T. Rubin, Judy Sklar Silberstein, Eva Silverblatt, Marion D. Sorkin, and Joseph Paul Stewart Sr. In this moment of memory, our griefs and sympathies are mingled. Loving God, we rise as together we praise your name. It may be that some people are on the road and not able to say Kaddish for their loved ones. There are some people for whom they no longer have anyone left to say Kaddish for them. We represent them here on page 154. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabba, be'alma divra chirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayachon u'v'yomechon, u'v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala u'v'zman kariv, v'imru amen. Yehei shemei rabba mevarach le'alam u'lalmei almaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yit hadar v'yit alev v'yit halal shemei d'kudsha barichu la'elam min kol birchata v'shirata tush b'chata v'nechemata da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen. Yehei shalama rabba min shemaya v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. May the source of peace send peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved. Amen. Please be seated. I'm going to have Jenna help me. We're going to come over here in front of the flowers. Did you see how pretty the flowers are today? Look how pretty. Come stand in front because look what I have here. It's perfect Jenna-sized challah. How did we know? Red?
It's hot.
It's a challah. You think it's hot? Look, it's not hot at all. It's very cold. It's just perfect for eating. So we're going to say the blessing. Everybody's going to help me sing it. You going to help me? It goes like this. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. We give thanks to God for bread. Our voices rise in song together as our joyful prayer is. Come on. Let Pippa come. Tadonai Eloheinu melech haolam. Don't let her eat it all. Hamotzi lechem min haaretz. B'te'avo. All right, we're going to break it off like this. Peppa gets some. And
I want the big piece.
of course you get the big piece and go bring it over. Bring it over to... Did you see how polite she was? She just kept saying, thank you, thank you, thank you. Every time I gave her another thing, she was thank you, thank you, thank you. So I wanted to do this book. I tried to zoom through so I could do this book with you. Ready? A blessing. Please God, our God, and God of all that is. I want you to notice how we travel through time and through history and through place. It says, guide us in peace. Lead us to our desired destination, always returning us to our homes. Rescue us from all the trouble in our lives and in the world. Bless the work of our hands. Allow us to find compassion and to live in tranquility. Listen to our cries when we need you. You are a God who hears those who call out to you. Blessed are you, God, who listens to our prayers. May God bless and protect you. May God's love shine on you at all times. May God always guard your journeys and return you home safely. And let us say, Amen. Haida, haida, hidey, dida, haida, haida, haida. Do I have to bless you like this now? Do you feel safe? Are you traveling away? Who's going away for this holiday? Okay, you're all right. No one. So may you be safe here at home. May you be safe in your journeys. May God's face shine upon you. May you find blessings of Shabbat. Shabbat shalom. Haida, haida, hidey, dida, haida, 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 hidey, dida, haida, haida.